Hello there, Ray here, and today I'll be going over all the changes that came out with the latest snapshot, which is 18W14B. They added a new block into the game, which is sea pickles, and these are a type of animal that lives in the ocean. You can see they generate here in the warm ocean, as well as they can generate on top of coral reefs. So here is a coral reef, and we can see there is some sea pickles growing like there, as well as like there. And they can be in bunches from 1 all the way up to 4. Now, sea pickles are not the same thing as sea cucumbers. You're probably familiarized with sea cucumbers being this animal that forages on the bottom of the ocean floor, where a sea pickle is a bunch of tiny little animals all working together to make this shape that looks like a pickle. They can be placed down very similar to like the turtle eggs. So if we have a sea pickle, you place down one, then a second one, and they get rearranged, third, as well as fourth, and that is as high as it goes. Now you can break them in survival with a single punch, and you can get all 4 of them back. Sea pickles can be bone milled, and when doing so, it will produce more of them on a block as well as cause them to spread to other blocks. This allows you to have sea pickles being a renewable resource in your world. It also seems to work with a dispenser full of bone meal. If I go ahead and power this, you'll see it will cause the sea pickles to multiply. If I continue powering it, it can even cause them to spread over into other blocks, just like so. So you can make an automatic sea pickle farm. Sea pickles can be smelted up in a furnace and be converted over into lime dye. While underwater, the sea pickles will actually put off a certain amount of light, depending on how many there are in a group. So here's a single one. If you stand on top of it, you see over in the top left-hand corner, it says it's a block light level of 6. Then we go ahead and we add another one to this. Now it's a light of 9, add another one, it's 12, and the highest is 15. The light that is put off by the sea pickles looks really amazing from above the water as well as underneath of the water. Sea pickles can also be placed down on dry land, but they won't have the little flare on the top of them, and they also won't produce any light. So if we go ahead and stand on top of this one, you see it's producing light 15, and if we remove it, it produces no light. You can also waterlog the pickles just by right-clicking with a bucket of water. With turtle eggs, the more you add to the pile, it doesn't change the collision box, where with sea pickles, the more you add, the bigger it gets. That means we have some new collision boxes to test out compared to the old blocks in the game. Now, if you didn't know, this is my world where I keep track of all the different types of entity sizes as well as the block sizes in the game. I did a video about this, and I will link it down in the description if you want to have this world download. But with these new pickles, there comes some new collision boxes. So this one here, we don't have this one currently in the game. So this one would fit right over here, kind of between the cake and the skull. And then having 2 pickles is another different size for collision box, and this would fit between this skull and this chorus plant. Now the number 3 one is also another new collision box that we didn't have previously, and that fits between this chorus plant and the anvils. And having 4 pickles is the same as having the new anvils. Sea pickles' heights are pretty much the same as a daylight sensor if it's 1 through 3 of them, but once you get 4 of them, it becomes a new height, and this is a unique collision box that hasn't been in the game before, and you can see that it's different than like this slab. We go down from that slab, and then we go over, and we see it go down a little bit more, so that's pretty cool. I will update this world with all the new types of entities as well as block sizes as soon as the 1.13 version is complete and released. And during one of our Twitch streams, we went ahead and found some new collision boxes such as with the hoppers, and it even came out to be some really cool ones like this one where you can go underneath of this very small spout and it's different. And we also learned that hoppers have a new type of collision box for the bottom of them, and this is different than any other ones that we have previously seen in the game. Now, if you would like to watch me stream on Twitch, I will go ahead and link it down in the description. I do a lot of this small kind of testing on stream rather than showing you in a video. They also renamed all the different types of coral blocks in the game. So if we middle click this one, this is a tube coral. Pretty much looks like a tube. And then let's find the red one. This one here is the fire coral. And then here's the magenta one. And this one is called a bubble coral. And then there's a pink one over here. This one is now called brain coral. And last is the yellow one, and this one they call horn coral. All the dead coral variations have also been renamed. They also renamed the normal coral plants as well as all the fan variations, and the fan variations also got a new texture. They made a change so that when you break the block that is waterlogged, it will only destroy the block and not the water. You cannot use this new feature to make floating water, because as soon as you break this coral, it will update the water and it'll flow everywhere. It fixed a bunch of different bugs that were in the previous snapshot, such as pressing F3 and doing all the F3 commands like F3 and B or F3 and G. That all works now. Drowns no longer cause your world to crash, something that we experienced in our Twitch stream. Shulkers now give levitation instead of giving slow falling, which was a bug in the previous snapshot. Tridents with Riptide no longer vanish when thrown in survival. They added the slow falling effect to 2 advancements that already exist in the game, which is Furious Cocktail, where you take one of every type of potion effect, as well as How Do We Get Here, where you have every single type of effect possible in the game at once. There seems to be a bug that you cannot see the wireframe around blocks when you go underneath water, so you can see the wireframe of the sand block, and as soon as you go underneath water, you cannot tell the difference to where one block starts and the next one ends. The more exciting changes to come with the 1.13 Aquatic Update. Tell me what you guys think about this update down in the comments. So if you found this interesting, show me with a like and share this with others. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell button. Bye bye!